I'm Kaylin, your abundance coach, and that I call myself because I believe in abundance, whether it is in your personal life, with your desires, your relationship, or whether it is with your business. I myself am abundant because I have 3 businesses. One of them is a marketing firm, and today I want to talk to you about getting into the business flow and some marketing. After having a marketing firm for 5 years and working with so many small businesses, including a postgraduate school, including organizations that look over the Canyon Road Merchant Association, where it's the 3rd largest art market and of art and galleries. After working with so many clients, small little guys to bigger guys like that, one of the things that is most commonly a problem for most small business owners is that they don't quite understand how to effectively show up in front of their target audience. For this, one of the most important things is an ability to really understand and be able to express who it is that you are as a business and what your business identity is. Now, in some ways, that might seem like as soon as you got a business name and as soon as you knew what you were doing in your business, you might be going, Kaylin, actually, that's in check. I know my business. I know what I do. However, so often, even businesses that have been in business for a while don't have these things in place. They don't necessarily know how to really express themselves and know their own business identity. If you don't know these, it's really hard to communicate your own value, your business's value. It's also really hard for other people to come along, such as myself, who want to promote good businesses and who can't talk about you when you certainly can't talk about yourself. And that's just no exaggeration. I run into that more often than I would expect, where someone's trying to tell me what they do, and it's kind of hard. Especially in today's day and age, so many of us really do have more than one business, or we do more than one thing. We wear more than one hat. It's sort of a sign of the times. And so because of that, in trying to explain all of the things that we do, we sometimes miss out on really pinpointing our identity. Is that you? Do you have that problem? You're kind of going, well, I do this, this, and that, and therefore, how do I talk about them? We even just recently spoke with a business who does business consulting, and then they do counseling. Now, that sort of seems like a real mismatch, apples and oranges kind of thing. But I always find that that's not true. There's a common thread that goes through anything that you like to do, anything that you're good at. And so a part of making sure that you can talk about yourself is reaching in and finding that and making sure that you then talk about that, because everyone really has a gift, something that they are so good at. You could say that everyone is a whisperer of some kind, whether it's a dog whisperer or a business whisperer, whatever it might be. And when you find what it is that you're really good at and you can verbalize it, then what happens is that people get a sense not only of your identity and your skill, but of the energy, the expression, the ownership that you have behind it. In other words, if you are a business and you do multiple things and you try to say, I do business consulting and I also do counseling, versus if you come forward and you say, I really help people get a big picture in life. I do this through businesses. I also help them with counseling, helping them with their own individual lives, but I'm really good at showing them the big picture. Now, that's not my story, so it's a little hard for me to get across to you, but I hope that just in my words, you got this sense that sort of listing what you do, not so strong. Bringing forward your real strength, I help people get a big picture. That starts to impact people. That starts to touch them somewhere, reverberate in them, if you will, and they kind of go, oh, I could use that. And then when you say how you do it, they can really identify. Then if they're a business in need of a big picture, they get it and they know that you're the one. If they think they need a big picture personally with some counseling, they get it and they know you're the one. Do you get a sense of that difference? It might sound a little subtle, but it can make a really big difference in the way that you show up, in the way that you present yourself, and certainly in the way you express yourself, but most importantly, in the way that your expression causes other people to perceive you. There's a lot of competition out there these days. And when you think about it, there are probably 5 different companies that someone could go to. For example, my marketing firm creates websites. However, that's not anything special in the sense that there are a lot of web designers out there. So you want to look at what makes you really unique, because there's already plenty of everything out there. But you might have a unique gift for helping people see a big picture. For example, when it comes to websites, my specialty is how to make them convert, because I'm kind of like a how-to girl. How to make life more better. That's what I like to say. How to make it more effective. How to be more abundant in your business, with your website, in your personal life. So that's my forte. That's how I stand out. That's how I'm different than a different website designer. That's how my business, one of the ways my business really identifies itself and stands out as being unique. Think about it. You have a fingerprint that makes you 1 in a million. Be sure that your business has its own fingerprint as well, because that is a little distinction that can make all the difference. When I go to networking groups and hold networking groups and I see people talking, so often the minute they start talking, when they don't know exactly what to say and they're going, well, I do this and I do that, they can't help but have their tone take on a certain monotone tone, and they're sort of searching and they kind of don't know what to say. And one of the things that happens is that people tune them right out. They might initially hear what they do, and they say, oh, I sell this, and the person goes, don't need that. And a lot of times I then see people get onto their cell phone. Now, you could say they're being rude, but I can also understand we all are short on time. It didn't catch their attention. They're taking advantage of their time. There's always 2 sides to a coin. Anyway, the point is you really want to make sure that you stand out. And when you have a true business identity with your brand, with your tagline, with the positioning of your business, a true understanding of what your business thumbprint is, that makes all the difference. It's going to make you stand out differently to yourself, and it's certainly going to make you stand out differently with others. And there is a huge tip for increasing sales for you and getting people's attention so that you're not always trying to sell, but they're interested because you got their attention and they come and talk to you. Thank you for joining me. Again, I'm Kaylin, your abundance coach. And if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe so that you catch future abundance videos, whether it's with the abundance of a business flow or personally. Thanks again for joining me.